everyone, and welcome to Take Two Radio. I'm Pam, your host, and joining me today as my co-host is Sabina. Hello, Sabina.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm really excited about tonight.
I know, I am too. Maybe I should do like a Wendy Williams. How you doing?
How you do your own, Pam? How you?
Well, tonight we're super excited. If you didn't hear already, one of them was speaking to us. We're welcoming the co-owners of LiviRae Lingerie and the stars of double-divas on Lifetime, Cynthia Decker and Molly Hopkins. Welcome, girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're so happy to have you tonight, and thank you for taking time out of your very, very busy schedules to join us.
No problem. We're still just sitting here working, so talk to us. What you want to know, what you want to tell the world about living.
Too bad this isn't like a Skype thing where we could see what you guys are actually doing right now.
On a nice from my bed with my feet up in the air.
Oh no! Are your little piggies out, or do you have your shoes on?
No, I like to be barefoot, baby. Isn't that what they want in the South?
Yeah. And you know, it's so funny that you say that, because I always tell people that I have southern feet because I never wear shoes, and I'm, from Chicago. So how that happened, I don't know. Well, we'd like to go back in time a little bit and find out how you guys got to where you are today. So, Cynthia, we're going to start out with you. You grew up in Georgia but went to school in England. Did you go out there to just do school, or did you go to work, or what did you go out there for exactly?
Followed a man.
Oh.
I started dating a Englishman who turned out to be a lord who lived in a castle out in Scotland, and he pretty much took me under his wing, and away we went, and I lived the time of my life for about 3 years. And while I was in London, I finished college there because there was a school as well that we had 3 different schools, one in Switzerland, London, and then Georgia. So I was able to continue my education. And
wow.
then I started color, which are the people, Sept, the Queen of England, and it was just an amazing experience, and that's where I really learned how to alter and fit bras. Mm-hmm. And then I came back and went right back to work at the same place I'd always worked. Since I was 19, I've always been in this business.
Wow. I mean, that's so exciting for you to be able to do that. I mean, that's something that a lot of people dream of being able to do is, meet a guy who turns out to be royalty, go to their country, go to school there. How long were you there before you came back to Georgia?
There 3 years. And I lived in a castle dress, and it was haunted. And, I mean, now hearing you say that, it was pretty crazy. Like, that's a once-in-a-lifetime for somebody that's old to be able to do, and I would never change it for the world, and I will always be grateful for that experience. But it helped me grow, and it also helped me have time to be able to learn the business and realize lingerie design was what I wanted to do, even though I was in commercial art for computers, which I am not good at.
Oh, no. Well, what was it about lingerie itself and not just like clothing in general that you wanted to do?
It was about bras, because when I was working at the place out when I was younger, I realized that the lady that we were working for, she didn't believe in anything over a C cup. And the problem was is we were out in the South and up in North Georgia, and people up there like to eat biscuits, gravy, and fatback. And their booths and were much larger, and they couldn't wear most of the bras that she was supplying. So I really gained an interest in what is bigger than D and what is bigger than C, and that's when I realized between that and working in London and working for Rigby that there were other options, but America has really closed that option. They've said, okay, we're going to make everybody think Triple D is the largest bra out there, and nobody's going to bring anything else in. And it's a disservice to women.
Wow, definitely.
That is amazing. I've got to say, you're definitely lucky to have gone to London and lived there, because I love it there. I've been there 3 times, and then to find your love of lingerie and bras, and it's very interesting to hear your explanation of what happened in England. I'm thrilled. I love it.
It's like, Molly and I always say, it's amazing what happens to us. Like, I couldn't, if you weren't there, you wouldn't believe the stuff that we've been through and that we've seen and that we've done, and which I think really is why we got this reality show, because there really isn't anything we haven't done or seen.
Mhm.
And you're never going to go out of business because there's too many women in the world that need your help.
Tell me about it. Come on, you've noticed now, too, if you've seen our show, even people who've never even looked at people are like, I hadn't been myself, but I've been telling people to come because it's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
But it doesn't have to be.
No,
I know, and I'm one of those people that need your help. So hopefully one of these days I'll get to be able to do it. Now, Molly, you also grew up in Georgia, and you have the stronger accent of the two. So I'm not sure, Cynthia, what happened to yours. Maybe it was that London living. I don't know.
I think it was. She's an only child too, and she got to eat off, a nice plate with a silver spoon, and I had to fight. And I played in the hay.
and Cynthia rode on the horses that ate that hay, right? Oh my gosh, that is too cute. Now, you knew you wanted to be in this business as a young girl, so I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Cynthia. Why lingerie?
Well, I kind of knew early on. My girlfriend reminded me that works with us, who helps be our assistant and works in the store, that I told her when I was 13 I was going to own a lingerie store, and I didn't really remember that at first, but then I kind of had some flashbacks. But I've had ample bust volume since I was young, and I was sewing at a very early age, and I went to school for music, but I realized that people always asked me to help them with their bras, and I was always trying to help myself, and then I realized that there was a huge need. It kind of just came to me, and it was very easy for me. I did some specialty classes at college in fashion for swimwear and lingerie design, and I knew that I loved it, and I knew that there were women out here that I couldn't be the only one that had this problem with bras. So when I worked together at another place, we became fast friends as coworkers and had the same vision for a store that is such as LiviRae for different reasons. So it's just, I'm very passionate about it. I mean, if I'm having a cruddy day or if I just don't know what to do with myself, I find solace in my store because I love helping women and I love what we do because it's so fun and it's rewarding.
It's very rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine you guys not doing that with your passion being so strong, and I'm so amazed by the shows when I watch them. I mean, you crack me up so much, and I told Sabina, you have to watch the show. I want these ladies on my show because they are Wonder Women with what they can do for all these different types of women. And they're not just only their bra sizes, but the shapes of their bodies as well. And also with, like with one episode that I watched, I said it brought tears to my eyes, was the woman that you had come in with no arms.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Oh my gosh, and Cynthia, where do you get these ideas? Is this something? It seems like it comes so fast because it's on the show, but is this something that takes you time?
No, the problem is I'm crazy. I have I have a million, and this is I'm being very honest right now. I'm very ADHD. I have a very hard time focusing. As Molly says, I am all creative. I'm way over on the right side of the brain. And my mind goes like that. It's 100 miles an hour all the time. Typically, my ideas a lot of times come when Molly and I are talking. The football episode, which I think is the one that airs tonight, I actually had my ding, ding, ding moment while I was talking to her. And if they show it right, you'll see it on my face. But I have a lot of ideas. And it's honestly, it comes from seeing somebody that has a need. Like, for example, I have a lady that wrote in an email to me that her son is extremely autistic and has incontinence. And apparently a lot of autistic children, as they get older, they do have this issue, and she was begging me to make basically a big boy panty that would help with incontinence for her son.
Oh.
And it was out because I have a 10-year-old daughter and I've had a 10-year-old son. And I think to myself, of course this mother, number one, she's spending $400 a month on diapers, okay?
Right.
She's throwing, and apparently insurance doesn't cover that cost. And so my mind starts working, and I'm thinking, what can I do, and how can I do this? Because here's a 10-year-old boy, even though he's autistic, he knows the difference. He wants to look like everybody else. He wants the underwear that have the fun stuff on them. And that's the kind of stuff that spurs me for my mind to start working. So I will just run with stuff.
And who do you use to be your guinea pig to try things on besides Molly?
It's had to try a thing or two back in the day, my daughter, but most of the time it's Molly, only because
it doesn't matter if it's an incontinent panty and I don't need it, which I'm getting older now, so I do, but hey, I just laughed. I might have needed it 5 minutes ago, but the point is that I'll do it. I don't mind. And it doesn't matter if it's all or if it's a 6X. Somehow, some way she's getting it on me, and if she can see it on me, she can envision how she needs to change it to make it fit the person that it's for. It's really crazy, but it's our gift. It's our God-gift talent, and we just use it, and we're using it every day. I mean, and you were talking about the girl with no arms. It is amazing how this show has managed to bring out of the woodworks people who have issues but don't feel comfortable going anywhere else. And so we've opened the door for people to have day-to-day issues that we don't see as an issue. It's a challenge to us to make their life and their quality of life better through a bra or an underwear garment or things we make for men. I mean, it's really crazy, but it works. And we change the quality of people's lives.
You definitely do.
Ever known that we would ever see, like a man that has no intestinal wall and all his stomach innards hang out and all he has is a flap of skin. And he came in and Molly and I cut a bra apart, and basically his stomach goes into a cup. We fit his stomach like a breast, and we have helped him. It's amazing because people see the show and they know that my mind is so out there, and they're thinking, if anybody can help me, it's her. And so,
oh yeah,
setting like the goat, we're